Have you ever felt like you are fighting a silent war against your own life? You wake up every morning with a plan, you work harder than anyone you know, you visualize, you try to think positively, and yet, the walls of your reality seem to be closing in on you. The debt is still there, the relationship is still broken, the health issue is still lingering. You go to sleep with a knot in your stomach, hoping that tomorrow will be different, but deep down, a quiet voice whispers that it will be exactly the same. You are exhausted, not just physically, but spiritually. You feel like you are screaming underwater, where no one can hear you, and your effort yields no movement. But what if I told you that the reason you are stuck isn't because you aren't trying hard enough? What if the reason you are stuck is actually because you are trying too hard? There is a mechanism in this universe, a law as real as gravity, that responds to a specific frequency, and most people never find this frequency because they are too busy struggling. They live their entire lives in the struggle zone. But there are others, a select few, who seem to glide through life. Doors open for them, money finds them, healing happens overnight. We look at them and call them lucky, but it is not luck, it is alignment. They have unlocked the power of what the ancients called divine surrender. In this video, we are not just going to talk about motivation or positive thinking. We are going to hand you a key. I'm going to share with you a specific prayer, a specific arrangement of words, intention, and feeling that has been kept in the shadows of metaphysical teachings for decades. This is not a prayer of begging. This is not a prayer where you ask a distant God to save you while you remain in fear. This is a prayer of commanding your subconscious mind to rewrite your reality. The challenge I have for you is simple. You must listen to this, understand the psychology behind why it works, and then you must use it, just once, with total feeling. If you do this correctly, within the next 24 hours you will see a sign, you will see a shift. The knot in your stomach will loosen and the impossible will begin to look inevitable. We are going to dismantle the blocks that have held you back for years and replace them with a magnetic power that draws your destiny to you. Before we get to the words of the prayer, you must understand why your previous prayers haven't worked. This is crucial. If you skip this understanding, the words will just be empty noise. There is a psychological law known as the law of reverse effort. It was popularized by philosophers and mystics like Aldous Huxley and Neville Goddard. The law states that when your desire and your imagination are in conflict, your imagination always wins. Let's look at your life. You desire money, but your imagination is filled with images of overdue bills, rejected credit cards, and the anxiety of checking your bank account. You desire love, but your imagination is constantly replaying past heartbreaks and the fear of being alone. When you pray from a place of desperation, saying, "Please God, I need this, I am suffering," what are you actually telling the universe? What are you signaling to your subconscious mind? You are signaling lack. You are confirming that you do not have it. And because the universe acts as a mirror, reflecting your internal state back to you, it gives you more of what you are feeling. It gives you more lack. It gives you more need. You are trapped in a feedback loop of desperation. To change your destiny in 24 hours, we have to break that loop. We have to move you from the state of wanting to the state of having. This is where the specific prayer comes in. This prayer is based on the ancient principle of total release. It is the spiritual act of taking your hands off the steering wheel when you realize you are driving off a cliff. It is the moment you stop telling the universe how to do its job and simply allow it to do it. Think of your problem right now. Is it a financial crisis, a romantic separation, a career failure? Hold that problem in your mind. Feel the weight of it. Now realize that the part of you that created the problem cannot be the part of you that solves it. The ego created the problem through fear. The spirit solves the problem through peace. This prayer is the bridge between the two. Here is how the process works. The prayer has 3 distinct stages: acknowledgement, surrender, and gratitude. You cannot just say the words robotically, you must feel the frequency of them. We are going to walk through the prayer now. I want you to close your eyes if it is safe to do so. Take a deep breath. Inhale the possibility of change. Exhale the stagnant energy of the past. The prayer begins with acknowledgement. You must acknowledge that there is a power greater than your ego. Whether you call it God, the universe, infinite intelligence, or the quantum field, it doesn't matter. The label is not the power. The connection is the power. You start by saying, infinite intelligence, I acknowledge that you are the source of all supply, all healing, and all love. I acknowledge that my current situation is only a temporary illusion created by my past thoughts and fears. By saying this, you are separating yourself from the problem. You are no longer the victim, you are the observer. Now we move to the second and most powerful part, surrender. This is where the magic happens. This is where you invoke the 24-hour shift. You are going to say, I now release this burden completely. I surrender my need to control the outcome. I surrender my anxiety, my fear, and my doubt. I am no longer trying to fix this. I am handing this over to you. I trust that the solution is already here, invisible to my eyes but real in the spirit. I command my subconscious mind to stop fighting and start receiving. When you say these words, you must feel a physical sensation of letting go. Imagine you are carrying a heavy backpack of rocks and you just dropped it on the ground. Your shoulders should drop, your breath should deepen. You are declaring that the war is over. You are admitting that you don't know how the solution will come, and you are okay with that. The how is not your job. The how is the domain of the universe. Finally, we seal the prayer with gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate receiver. You cannot be grateful for something you don't believe you have. So when you offer gratitude before the result appears, you are hacking reality. You are tricking time. You are saying, thank you, Infinite Spirit, for the solution that is now making its way to me. Thank you for the peace that I feel right now. I know it is done. I know it is solved. I am ready to receive. And then you simply say, it is done. This finalizes the contract. This sets the energy in motion. It is the period at the end of the sentence. But what happens next? This is where most people fail. They say the prayer, they feel good for 5 minutes, and then an hour later, they check their phone. They look at their bank account, and they say, it didn't work. Nothing changed. The moment you doubt, you dig up the seed you just planted. The 24-hour challenge requires you to maintain a mental diet. For the next 24 hours, every time worry tries to creep back in, and it will, you must stop it immediately. You must say to yourself, no, I have already given this away. It is being handled. You must act as if the prayer has already been answered. If you asked for financial help, do not spend the day complaining about prices. If you asked for healing, do not spend the day talking about your symptoms. You have to live in the state of the wish fulfilled. When you operate from this state of surrender, the reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain shifts gears. The RAS is the filter that decides what you notice in your environment. When you are stressed, your RAS only looks for threats. It looks for bills, frowns, and problems. But when you surrender, when you enter that state of relief, your RAS opens up to opportunities. You might walk into a coffee shop and overhear a conversation that leads to a job offer. You might get a sudden impulse to call an old friend who happens to have the exact solution you need. You might find a book, a video, or an email that contains the missing piece of the puzzle. This is not magic. This is neuroscience meeting spirituality. You are tuning your receiver to a new station. Let's go deeper into the psychology of why 24 hours is significant. 24 hours is one complete cycle of the circadian rhythm. It is a full rotation of the earth. It represents a complete cycle of consciousness. If you can hold a vibration of trust and surrender for one full cycle, you imprint that new pattern onto your subconscious mind. Most people cannot hold a positive thought for 24 seconds, let alone 24 hours. That is why their lives do not change. But you are different. You are here because you are ready. You are going to treat this next 24 hours as a sacred experiment. You are going to look for the evidence. The evidence might start small. It might be a sequence of repeating numbers. It might be a phone call from someone you were just thinking about. It might be an unexpected refund. These are what we call landfall signs, birds flying near the ship that tell you land is close. The prayer I gave you works because it neutralizes resistance. Think about a cork held underwater. The cork naturally wants to float. It is its nature to rise. The only reason it stays underwater is because you are holding it down with your hand. Your hand is your fear. Your hand is your constant worrying and trying to figure it out. The moment you let go, the moment you truly surrender, the cork shoots up to the surface. Your natural state is abundance. Your natural state is health. Your natural state is love. You don't have to work to create these things. You just have to stop working to block them. The prayer effectively removes your hand from the cork. There is a story of a man who was drowning. He was thrashing around, screaming, fighting the water. The lifeguard swam out to him but didn't touch him. The lifeguard waited. He waited until the man was exhausted and stopped fighting. Only then, when the man surrendered, could the lifeguard easily pull him to shore. If the lifeguard had tried to grab him while he was thrashing, they both would have drowned. The universe is the lifeguard. It is waiting for you to stop thrashing. It is waiting for you to stop trying to manipulate every variable of your life. It is waiting for you to say, I am tired. You take over. That is the moment of salvation. That is the moment your destiny pivots. So, here is your assignment. Tonight, before you go to sleep, or right now if you are in a quiet place, you are going to say this prayer. But you are not just going to recite it. You are going to experience it. You are going to visualize the problem dissolving like smoke in the wind. And then, for the next 24 hours, you're going to play a game. The game is called I Wonder. I wonder how the universe is going to surprise me today. I wonder what good news is coming my way. Approach the day with curiosity, not anxiety. If a bill comes in the mail, look at it and say, thank you, this is already taken care of. If a negative thought arises, look at it and say, you don't belong here anymore. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. Many of you will experience resistance even while listening to this. Your logical mind, the part of you that loves to suffer because suffering feels safe and familiar, is arguing. It is saying, this is too simple. It can't be this easy. I have real problems. That voice is the enemy. That voice is the architect of your misery. You have listened to that voice for years, and look where it has gotten you. I am asking you to ignore that voice for just 24 hours. Give yourself permission to be delusional if that's what it takes. Be delusional enough to believe that the creator of the universe is interested in your specific situation. Because the truth is, you are a fractal of that universe. You are not separate from it. When you heal yourself, you heal a part of the whole. The universe wants you to thrive because you are its expression. As you go through this 24-hour period, pay attention to your energy. You will notice that when you truly surrender, you have more energy. Worrying is the most energy-expensive activity of the human brain. It burns glucose like nothing else. When you stop worrying, that energy is reclaimed. It becomes available for creativity, for joy, for intuition. You might find that you have a sudden idea for a business or a solution to a problem that has plagued you for months instantly pops into your head. That is the voice of intuition, and it can only be heard when the noise of fear is silenced. The prayer silences the noise. Let's repeat the essence of the prayer one more time so it is burned into your mind. Infinite intelligence, I surrender this. I release the need to know how. I trust that it is done. Thank you. Simple, powerful, absolute. Do not add conditions. Do not say, I surrender this, but please let it happen by Tuesday. That is not surrender. That is negotiation. You cannot negotiate with the infinite. You must trust its timing. But paradoxically, when you trust the timing completely, things tend to happen faster. Time is flexible. Time bends around gravity, and in the spiritual realm, faith is gravity. High faith bends time, bringing the future into the present. So, are you ready to change your destiny? Are you ready to stop being the general of a losing army and start being the child of a winning king? The war is over. You can put down your weapons. You can put down the armor. You can take a deep breath. The solution is already making its way to you. It is seeking you just as you are seeking it. The only thing standing between you and your miracle is the grip you have on your problem. Open your hand. Let it go. Say the prayer. And watch the next 24 hours unfold with a wonder you haven't felt since you were a child. The destiny you want is waiting for you on the other side of surrender.